The nicest person. Like, she comes in, she'll just like be eating lunch with like the crew that it puts up the stage. She's gorgeous and she's the nicest person you've ever met in your life. She's just so humble. I mean, I love her so much. Like, and every time she walked up to me, I was like, you know, like I can't breathe all of a sudden. And it was like, but I like that. I think that's really nice.
Did you get to?
And I recently got to hang out with her, and she is genuinely one of the most like kind and considerate. And
so I totally understand Shawn Mendes having his breath taken away from Taylor, because she's incredible. Check out what he and many other artists have to say about Taylor's impact in this video.
The nicest person. Like, she comes in, she'll just like be eating lunch with like the crew that it puts up the stage. She's just everywhere. Like, she doesn't like hide and like show up at the show. She'll be there the whole day hanging out.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Wow.
Wow, I know. That's what I thought.
Have you met her?
I have met her.
Is she just extremely beautiful? And
she's gorgeous,
nice.
And she's the nicest person you've ever met in your life.
That's
you wouldn't think she's as famous as she is.
Really?
She's just, I mean, I really shouldn't say that, because that means nothing no matter how famous you are. You don't have to be a different person, but
sure.
She's just so humble. I mean, I love her so much. Like, I can't wait to go on tour with her. Aww. There's not anyone else who I'd prefer to go on tour with. And I'm an artist in the music industry, and I toured with her, and I met her, and I spoke with her, and I know her, and it's still, as a fan, like my heart was racing. And so like that really says something about her as an artist. The biggest thing with her was, she said to me one day, like, she goes, "Are you nervous?" And I was speaking to her, I got nervous just because she's Taylor Swift and my face would get red every time. But she goes, "Are you nervous?" And I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "Why?" I said, "I just don't want to mess up," which is the main reason. And she goes, "Everybody in the audience is there to have fun and support you. Literally nobody is there to judge you. It's not a TV show where they're here to judge you." And kind of since that moment, I really learned like what it meant to be a performer. And it wasn't about being perfect, it was about enjoying it. Because you watch someone on stage, whatever they're doing, and if they are truly enjoying themselves, so are you. And that was kind of the biggest thing I learned from her, is she went on stage every night to have fun and to enjoy and to like beam happiness, because that's what a live show is about. It wasn't about being perfect, and she's perfect either way, but yeah, that was kind of the biggest thing I learned from her. I was on tour with Taylor Swift for a month, and every time she walked up to me, I was like, you know, like I can't breathe all of a sudden, and it was like, but I like that. I think that's really nice.
Did you get to?
I'm back.
Shawn's back.
I'm back.
We're gonna surprise the crowd tonight at Rose Bowl.
We are.
And your new song is amazing.
Thank you.
Where Were You in the Morning is incredible.
Please listen to it.
Stream it, buy it.
Do all the things.
Get that promo.
Please. Where are we in the song? I don't even know my song.
Baby, there's nothing holding me back. You take me places that tear up my reputation, manipulate my decisions. Baby, there's nothing holding me back. Dun, dun.
Right now, it seems like she just got to some weird level of fame and success where the tour she was on just made $4 billion.
And then her movie just did like 100 million at the box office in a week.
Yeah.
Like, what the it's so cool. It's so cool. And it's just, how does she handle that? And I recently got to hang out with her, and she is genuinely one of the most like kind and considerate and a hell of a songwriter. Holy amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I have a real affinity to her. Musically, she's brilliant, but like as a human and as a career, like we've sort of known each other since the start of my career, and we're just very similar people. The experience that she had making Folklore and Evermore was so eye-opening for her in terms of like getting back to what she truly loved about it, that I think she was like, this is something that you have to experience as well.
Has Taylor heard it? She's the reason you and Aaron linked up.
No, because I don't really like I'd rather sit with her and play it. So that's what, if we're going to play each other music, we sit and play each other music. And I haven't seen her, the last time I saw her was the day before Jamal died. And we went out for dinner, and then he died in the early hours of that morning. And then court case, tour prep, tour, and now she's on tour. So I just haven't seen her. But I had a long conversation with her yesterday, actually. But yeah, she will. I mean, she will hear it.
Kim, what did you think about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce and their love on the football field?
Oh, I thought that was great. I mean, of course, I'm crazy about Taylor. I just admire her so much, what she's done with her life, her career. Such a great artist and songwriter. And then their little love affair. I think people love romance.
They love it. And Mama Kelce, I mean, you got to love her. I mean, you know, the whole thing was just sweet to watch. And I agree with you. Taylor's one of those people that not just puts out great music, but she also has such a big heart. How she treats her fans, how she thinks about others. Yeah. That's also, you know, it's so good to see somebody like her having the success that she's having.
I think Taylor's one of the greatest songwriters of our generation, so I would definitely give it a listen. I loved the touring COVID very, very much, and I think she's fun as well. She makes the release fun. Yeah. You know, so I'm sure my son will probably maybe listen to it. Probably, but no, I adore it, but I haven't yet. Have you? Do you enjoy it? Yes. Nice.
When you listen to it, let me know which one's your favorite.
All right, guys, I'll give you a quick one. I'll group chat. Yeah.
There was one specific fan in the audience that I don't know if you had a chance to make eyes with, Taylor Swift.
Was she out there?
She's here.
Oh my god.
Did you not know Taylor Swift is here?
I saw her, but I was like, she's gonna leave.
She's still here. She was definitely in the audience.
I'm gonna cry.
Okay, so Taylor Swift has now seen you perform live. What goes through your mind?
Taylor Swift is like the biggest of the big. Like, we were literally just talking about this. Like, there's only so many icons like that in the world and of our generation right now. Like, it is wild to even just be in her presence is such an honor.
She's so talented and a songwriter. You're so talented and a songwriter. How do we get the two of you in a room to make some musical magic?
She commented on one of my TikToks once, but I don't know if she knows who I am. I haven't got the courage to talk to her yet, but hopefully tonight, later, after party.
How has she influenced the artist that you are today?
As a songwriter, I mean, everything that she's talked about has gotten me through so much, and I just really admire people who are that raw in their lyrics. And I mean, that's listening to her music, people like that, I feel like has really just made me want to be a songwriter. And I kind of taught myself how to play and how to sing, and I feel like she was just such a big pinpoint for that.
I love it. I hope you get a chance to run into her backstage here at some point.
I hope so too.
People still feel, I mean, my daughter, Taylor Swift fan to the max. The other day, I pick her up at the airport. Says, Dad, Taylor Swift is got a banging new record. So I got a banging new record. All right. And plays it for me, top volume, all the way from Newark to Colts Neck, you know, then dancing in her seat. And I said, that's what I like to see. It felt good.
What'd you think of the record?
You know, it was good.
It was good?
She's super talented.
You know her?
Just a little bit.
Right.
She's a tremendous writer, and I know her producer Jack Antonoff very well. Just they made great records, you know. So there's people out there. Hey, there's a lot of great work going on. People are still making great records, and people are finding a lot of joy in those records. That's going to go on. It's just going to be different, you know, and that's it.
I met Taylor Swift once, and I said, "You're Taylor Swift," and she was very funny. She said something nice about like the show, and I said, "Oh, thanks. You're Taylor Swift," meant as a compliment.
Well, I mean, it is a compliment.
It is definitely a compliment. Yeah. I remember thinking like that was stupid, but she was very good humoured about it. That's one thing. Yeah.
That's good.
Like Taylor Swift is a great example for me. I know you know her and I've performed with her, and like I was not a Swiftie, and now I'm like, you know what that means? That means I was a misogynist, that I didn't like with Taylor Swift, because I went to her concert and I was like, this person is an incredible songwriter, an incredible performer, and anybody who says anything else, like, they have issues.
No, totally. She's a phenomenon.
And actually maybe not a very sophisticated palette, which is like a pretty crazy thing. I know a lot of people would like their jaws would drop, but I do think that's true.
I think so too.
If you don't like Taylor Swift, then like you don't understand things.
Right. Yeah, you just don't get it.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift, the Eras Tour. I do not understand how someone can sing for that long, look that beautiful, sound that good. Feels like she's a robot, but she's a real person. And yeah, it's pretty iconic. It was one of the best shows. Production, everything.
Same. I went when it was pouring rain in Boston.
That's a movie.
It was a religious experience.
Yeah, spiritual. It's like that's church.
Taylor Swift became Taylor Swift because she's Taylor Swift. And I mean, sitting in a room with her and actually hearing her talk about her career and why she makes decisions and why she strategizes in a certain way, you couldn't talk to managers with that level of thoughtfulness and strategy.
Clarity.
It's no surprise she's where she is.
So it's always great to hear from artists like Shawn Mendes who are impacted by Taylor in a positive way, and especially in the beginning of their careers, because it speaks to how much she cares about helping people find their way. And I love that. Talk about a person of awesome character. For more stories on Taylor's amazing impact, check out this next video.